Welcome to the show. Today, I have a very interesting topic that we're talking about, considering the fact that the wedding industry is always so welcoming. It's booming, it's thriving, it has something new, it has something innovative, and everyone wants something different. Everyone goes with this mind frame saying, let's do something new, but we end up seeing the very similar things that we have seen. But to add more color into this, someone with over 40 years of experience in the industry, they have been pioneering and creating concepts that have been unique, and this has been all happening in Australia. Now, considering the fact that a lot of Sri Lankans are leaving our island home, it's wonderful to see brands coming back into their home soil. And something like that is, of course, FlowersByMCeylon. Now, these guys are well known for their brand that they've created in Sydney, Australia, and curated weddings that are magically beautiful. But it's now our chance to experience their expertise. And I'm so happy to have the lady behind the creativity, of course, is Danu. And I have Muditha, who is the big boss. So thank you for being here, and it's lovely to talk to you.
Thank you, Dan.
And the fact that, this industry, the wedding industry, is something in Sri Lanka is very close to a lot of people's heart, because, you always say it's our time to bring in the whole family together. It's our time to showcase our family. So people do go out of their way to spend the bucks to do it. Let's speak about the fact that in Sydney, to make a name for yourself and to create that dent in the industry is not easy. How was it when you took your ideas there?
Yeah, it's just first thing, I'm so privileged to do a lot of multicultural weddings. So there are so many different cultures, different beliefs, and they use different flowers. Actually, it's not only the season, the blooms, it's just the different flowers. So I was actually doing a different way that we can actually communicate with different cultures. This is how I'm going to do it. So I did it with drawings, and I just asked from the bride, how do you want your best day, so, and
ask them to visualize it, then
exactly.
You can sort of curate it.
Yes. So, and what I did was, I drew everything, and I just asked, this is just visualize, this is the day you're going to have, and these are the colors. The color themes actually play a big part of these flowers, right? So, and also when it's come to the weddings, if you choose more than 5-6 colors, it's not going to be a nice one. Yeah, so you need to see what are the colors your bridesmaids are wearing, what are the best colors you like on your special day. So everything actually is just the best day. You give everything to me, and then I created beautiful fairy tale wedding. So in that way, in Sydney, most of my brides actually love to come and ask for the floral designer. So, that concept actually sits there, and most of the 99% weddings, they just don't go and just check the photos. I need this and that. No, they're not going to order like that.
Nothing's off a catalog.
No.
If they want something unique, and they'll ask you to tailor make.
Exactly.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
So I want to ask the boss about when you took this business to Sydney, and how was it? Being Sri Lankans, making them, this is not yesterday, today, a few years ago, and it would have been new to them.
Look, Danu, this was been my family business. My father actually started growing flowers in Australia. He was one of the pioneers who started the business of cut flowers. We started doing the wholesale export market to Japan and Singapore kind of things, and then specialized in the wholesale market, well known in the industry those days. And then we started our own retail outlet in Colombo, and we specialized in weddings. That was the time we got the opportunity to migrate, and that came first, and we went to Australia. But that was always something that I wanted to do. So first initial years that we had to establish ourselves there, and then we started the business. So with that, I pretty much, and being a designer, she is from her career. So she, from a fashion designer, became a floral designer. So it was a big
Easy.
asset. Yeah,
Yes.
big
A
asset.
marriage made in heaven for concepts.
Yeah, we
Exactly.
thought why don't we start this here? Because I saw the potential there as well. There's a lacking in one-on-one creation over there as well. We went to a few weddings and we thought that there'll be an opportunity for us, and being what we like to do, so always a priority. So, and we started doing it the way we thought we wanted to present it to the customers, and it was successful. So that was going on for a few years now there, and then we thought it's a time for us to come back to Sri Lanka with all that expertise and experiences, do something nice, creative. Especially wanted to cater to someone who wants to do something that they can't see anywhere else. So it's a special thing. So that is the market I want to hit.
Amazing.
And that's where we're standing at this.
Brilliant. I would also like to tell those who are watching, there's a chance for you to win ₹1 million worth something. I'm going to tell you all about it in a bit, so you have to stay on. I want to speak about the whole Sydney, the success stories. You were telling me about this whole multicultural approach and the fact that, I was looking at your catalog, and even here we have people from 2 different ethnicities getting married.
True.
And the fact that flowers are very unique. Sometimes when we say flowers here, we always go into the whole roses, and we don't budge beyond that. We are like, even if it's plastic, it's okay, just put roses only. But whereas you can create something only with ferns, and like just most basic flowers could be created in a beautiful way. So when you told me about this whole cultural affiliation with flowers, what's the strangest flowers or rundown that you have had?
Yeah, it's just so nice to work with different cultures, and also it's so nice to deal with a lot of different flowers. Now here, actually, I think people love to do the frangipani bouquets, the Aralia bouquets. So you can do it in a many different ways. So in there, most of the Indians, they love marigold and Aralia. So frangipani.
But we don't use Aralia flowers for bouquets here.
No, there is a way of using it. It's not you tied with a lot of wires. You don't need it. It's just that's why I just want to show how you do a bouquet. It's just sometimes I think people don't understand. You don't carry a lot of wires on your day, the best day, right?
Yeah.
You need to. You pick the flowers from the garden, and then you just hold it to yourself. Sometimes just want to tell you, Danu, one of my brides said, I want each and every flower for me to, the fragrance needs to be calm. So actually that's the best feeling you get on your special day. So the flowers is not that you just take out the petals and then no, it's not like that. You touch in very delicate way. It's just that day needs to be when you take your bouquet, it's the most feeling. The feeling actually reflect on your face. So that's how I created with all these.
More than the photographs is the experience of the whole day,
the
and
whole
those should
day.
be photographed.
Exactly.
Let me add one thing into that experience that you were saying about the bouquet. So in that particular event, we had to source the roses with the fragrance.
Wow.
Yeah.
So there are not all the roses have fragrance.
Yes, of
Yes.
course.
Most of them are like hybrid varieties. So we had to find them. So that the length that we go to make someone's dreams come true.
That is true. And also, like here, a lot of things, weddings are a very commercial aspect to it, but there are certain things like the dress you'll wear, the photographer who you'll have, because those are going to stay on forever, and the flowers, because a lot of people try to even dry it and sort of keep it as a souvenir as they go on, and those are things that sort of soften the whole event. In terms of, sometimes you might have those very what can I say, stubborn families who come to you, they're like, oh, you're on this, and advising them and convincing them otherwise. Like, how do you sort of tell them, listen, this is why it's going to be special this way?
It's just like this. I'm not saying it's just a little bit difficult. Clients, they all need the day to be perfect. So what I'm just asking, what is your need? What do you want? Is that your budget or the color theme just draws you down? You know, like I said, don't worry. It's just, you know, like if you use these flowers, then if some people said, oh yeah, you know, like we need to get all the dry flowers, or we need to get silk flowers, that artificial flowers, right? And I said, don't worry. What we do the arch in this one, we do this one, but make sure you get your bouquet in your fresh, you know, like that. That's how you need to come to a, you know, for, yes, because you don't need to, everything needs to be silk or artificial, everything needs to be fresh. It's not like that, you know, like we always respect your thoughts, you know,
and budgets and framework that you're working with.
The other thing also, should I add there, that because now the industry or the silk flower industry has been what do you call it, that so advanced. Some of the flowers that you can source, they're more beautiful than the fresher ones, you know, and with those we can create something that you probably want to keep forever, like a photograph, like a souvenir, like a bouquet, that because it will stay there forever. You would see the difference, you know. That's so beautiful, they're so natural, so advanced. You had to pay a price for it, but you have that opportunity to do it.
Because you can go with all the money and you can end up with the wrong people, and they can just put up the most terrible event.
Yes, true.
Whereas you rather go with your budget to the right person, so you get what you need.
It also can surprise some people that, you know, to create something unique, you probably don't need to be going into that extent of budget sometimes. Sometimes you have to, depending on what you want. But I'm saying that there are things that you can do. That's a creativity, as you know, because you can make wonders with that. So we have that ability to do it, capability to do it, depending on different customers, different budgets.
Now, I did speak to you about ₹1 million. Now, it's very, very simple how you can get your hands on it. Now, they are the expert for weddings. Now, at the BMICH, they are one of the biggest partners in making it possible from the 16th, 17th and 18th, where it's going to be a bridal fair like never before. But you get a chance to go meet them at their stall and come to know more about their first-hand information that you can get, and, you know, make your day just so much more meaningful. Now, how does this million work? Let me just tell you. You can get onto their website and register yourself as one of the couples who are getting married. Now, that's the most important thing. Otherwise, they are the experts in weddings. We can't give flowers to somebody else. So when you are registering yourself, make sure you register, and after that, you send in your details and you come and meet them. You never know. Let's say your floral budget is like 300,000 example. They'll just up the game and make it $1 million. Let's say your budget is 5 million, they'll do it for 6 million. So you never know if you could be the lucky one who is going to walk away with this extra $1 million to play around with. That gives you such a relief, especially today, you know, when we don't want to be spending money unnecessarily. True. So I'm sure that's going to be that's going to give you all the details of the website that you need to follow. So it's FlowersByMCeylon.com. That's the website. You just make sure that you go there and register yourself, get all the details, and then go meet them at the bridal fair at the BMICH on the 16th, 17th and 18th. Now, I want to ask you, why did you make this decision to come here? Because weddings are a big industry here and we have so many in the market. What is that service that's going to make you stand out?
I'll answer that question, Danu. I think when I'm working with most of the brides there, after, I can say I did that bride and this bride. But once they actually send me all the pictures and they were so happy, and when I look at it, they look gorgeous. And sometimes I can just turn around so nicely.
It's like a wedding of yours. No?
Yes, you know, like they loved me so much. And then I told my husband, we got beautiful girls in Sri Lanka. I want them to look nice too, right? And I love Sri Lanka. And I said, why don't we go there and introduce, you know, why don't they come, and not only for the, you know, Sydney Western crowd, why don't we offer I born in Sri Lanka. It's my duty to go there and then offer my, services there.
Yeah.
Can we go and do it?
Like a unique twist to a Porua.
Exactly.
Or like have like a, the Hindu cultural wedding,
Sure.
that whole
Yes.
mandapam to look very different.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's just I want them to, because I know how much they're going to enjoy once they, finish this, they get the photographs. So I want our brides, our beautiful girls to look more beautiful with the flowers. So that's the biggest decision that we thought of. Yeah. Go there.
And also, I should add that because we want our customers to challenge us so that we can be more creative.
Yeah.
So with their requirement and with our expertise, we want to look that they're beautiful.
But the flowers here do not stop at a wedding. They have done corporate events to special events to anniversaries, you name it, the list just goes on with their expertise. Now, when it comes to corporate events, we always think, okay, just put like just a few little things here, there, and when you're done. But sometimes now even corporate events want it to be unique, and sometimes you can set the whole mood with type of decor and the artifacts that you bring. So do you all curate corporate events as well?
Yes. We have done many events there. So I'll just give you one example. There was a corporate wedding that wants to do it in architectural association. So they want me to design something for them. You know what I did? I did with all these dried the fruits, and because it's the shapes, and then I got all the dried leaves, and then you spray different colors. It's the shapes, and it came out really nicely. I didn't use any
floral.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. So that's the thing, and then it's just I got so much comments on that. It's just
You can't even eat the decor.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's the thing. It's just hanging things.
Yeah.
It's just totally different because it's actually it needs to be sit with the their
True.
subject.
And also, Danu, talking about the image, that's if you are doing a corporate event, then if you are doing better floral arrangements, better food, better venue, that means that's elevate your brand.
Yeah.
And that's create an atmosphere that which is pleasant for the people who's attending to that event. So that gives you that like a horse races, to be beautiful as the people dress to those kind of events because it's such a prestigious event. So something like that.
Yeah.
So that all counts at the end. What we used for us to make that event better.
Yeah. So this is the problem. Now, I can sit and ask them questions, but I'm not the one who's getting married anytime soon. So when I'm getting married, I might just move in and be like, please make sure it's all beautifully done. But if you want to do this, you can actually have all of their time on the 16th, 17th, and 18th.
Yes.
They're going to be there to make sure that your answers are one-on-one. It's like normally those are consultation, and
That's
here
correct.
it's given to you on a platter.
Yeah.
And you can actually meet them, see some of the work that they have done, and at the same time see how you can sort of be inspired or even speak to them about to create a new thing that you really like, and also stand a chance of winning like $1 million rupee upgrade on the whole thing. It's all going down on their website. You can come to know more details by logging on to www.FlowersByMCeylon.com.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
And what made y'all do this whole million thing? Because y'all.
Oh, we wanted to pretty much. This is our launch. 16, 17, 18 is our launch of the brand, and we are not going to end there. We probably be my vision for this is to create a one stop shop for weddings kind of a concept, but that'll come in the future. We're starting with what we know and what we have at this stage, but this is the brand launch, and we want to make a statement, and that 1 million rupees is not going to end there. It will be continue with different promotions in the future as well, but we thought we wanted to do something if we wanted to give something, we had to give something significant. So we started with 1 million.
That's
Flower.
amazing. Anyway, Australia is a little part of Sri Lanka anyway.
It's
So I'm sure you all would have had a lot of Sri Lankans there as well who would have come to your
Yeah.
services. Yeah, which is brilliant. So make yourself available on the 16th, 17th, and 18th, where you can be a part of their launch. Come to know more details. And I could tell you, looking at some of the work that they have done, including this little booklet that I have here, the photographs here speak so much about how unique and tasteful creativity can be, and that's amazing. So make your special day even more special with these guys, because you are guaranteed to get the service that you need. Thank you so very much for speaking to us. I know you just landed from Sydney.
Yes.
You all must be
Literally
so-
yesterday, right?
So you all are not exactly rested so much, but thank you
No.
for doing this.
Thank
And
you.
yeah, I wish all of you all the very best. And
Thank you,
I
Dan.
really can't
Thank you.
wait to see
Thank you,
you all
Danu.
doing some unique moments that are going to be spoken about for a long time.
That's sure,
Thank
for
you,
sure.
Danu.
Thank you very
Thank
much.
Thank you so very much.
Cheers.
So stay tuned, because these guys are going to be giving you so much more to talk about and so much more to be involved in. So until then, you have yourself a great day.